when you go home, you'll feel good about what you did, and you're doing it for the kids. If they don't have us, they don't have these games. Second down. Try it. I think you really like it. I tried it, and so here I am 17 years later. I love it.
There's two things we can control every morning when we wake up. All right, those two things don't take any athletic ability. It's attitude and effort. Let's get started here. Let's go. Let's have a day.
Score big with American Bank. Our staff will help you score the extra point on your financial dreams. Step onto our court and let us show you what teamwork is all about. All of our players are here to help you achieve your goals. Here's to hoping your talent, dedication, and teamwork make for a match-set victory. American Bank is a proud supporter of the MMCRU Royals football and volleyball teams, and we are wishing them a happy and successful season. We'll help you set financial goals that you'll crush in the future. American Bank, achieving success together. Member FDIC.
Welcome to Mobile in the round of 16 of the Iowa High School football playoffs here in Class A tonight. The number 2 ranked Woodbury Central Wildcats hosting the visiting MMCRU Royals. I'm Tim Holmes alongside Adam Morris, and this is the Farmer State Bank pregame show. First for the visiting Royals, MMCRU comes into this one at 7-2 overall. 5-1 in District 1 play is good enough for second place behind Akron Westfield. The Royals advanced with a 50-14 win over Kingsley Pearson River Valley at home last week. Jonah Peterson, the senior quarterback, leads the offense. The senior, 1,658 yards passing on the season on a 63% completion percentage, 22 touchdowns to just 5 interceptions on the season. His favorite target, senior classmate Kyler Bork. Bork, 604 yards receiving on 42 catches. 8 of those have gone for touchdowns. He had 3 of them last week in the win against KPRV. Leading the ground game for MMCRU, it's sophomore running back Brayson Mulder. Mulder has rushed for 743 yards on the season and 8 touchdowns. Remember, he did miss 2.5 ball games due to an ankle injury towards the end of the season. Woodbury Central comes into this one at 9-0. The Wildcats looking for their 3rd consecutive trip to the Unidome. They were eliminated in back-to-back seasons by Grundy Center. Now ranked 2nd and trying to get back for the 3rd consecutive year, led by senior quarterback Drew Klunder. Klunder, 1,953 yards through the air on the season, 21 touchdowns versus just 6 interceptions. Klunder, the number 1 passing quarterback in Class A football this season to lead this Wildcat offense. His favorite target, senior classmate Eric McGill. McGill, 917 receiving yards on 43 catches, an average of over 20 yards per catch. He also has 8 receiving touchdowns on the season. It's junior Zach Butler leading the ground game for the Wildcats, just shy of 1,000 yards on the year at 967, but he has punched it in the end zone 18 times on the year. This, a round of 16 matchup between the 2nd-ranked Woodbury Central Wildcats and the 7-2 upstart MMCRU Royals squad. Royals, Wildcats coming up next here from Mobile right after this on Fuller Digital Solutions.
Gangler Feed Service in Remsen is your complete farm store. We feed all farm species, and we're a Hubbard, Kent, and Big Game dealer. Whether it's sprayers, grain banking, corn drying, or feeding your animals, we're your complete farm store, and service is our business. Gangler Feed Service in Remsen. Call them at 786-2234 or stop in and see them. Service is our business at Gangler Feed Store, Remsen.
Farmers State Bank of Marcus, a real community bank, locally owned, and their purpose is still to service the people of Marcus, their neighbors, and the farm community for all their financial needs. Visit fsbmarcus.com for more information. With years of banking experience, along with care and attention, it's Farmers State Bank's purpose to serve the people of Marcus. Farmers State Bank welcomes you, a real community bank. Member FDIC.
Welcome back here on the Farmer State Bank pregame show live from Mobile. We are on Fuller Digital Solutions tonight, as well as 1440 KCHE Radio out of Cherokee on the AM dial. 1440 tonight, KCHE out of Cherokee as well if you're needing some audio.
I'd like to welcome everybody.
As we mentioned, just minutes away from the start of this round of 16 matchup, we talked about MMCRU's 50-14 win over Kingsley Pearson River Valley last week. Woodbury Central hosted North Union last week, came out with a 51-13 victory. That one was over in the first half. MMCRU defensively led by junior linebacker Grant Prescott. Prescott had 11 tackles in last week's win over the Panthers, giving him 44 tackles on the season, 7 of those for loss. The Royals defense, talk about this offense for each of these squads. Woodbury Central ranked first in Class A in passing. MMCRU ranked third in passing. So most people look at this on paper and think of it as it's going to be a shootout, which team can score more points. But you look at this, MMCRU defensively gave up 14 points in last week's win against KPRV, but shut out Alta Aurelia in a 42-7 victory over Westwood. Royals have given up just about a touchdown a game the last 3 weeks. Woodbury Central's defense always stout. They finished the season. They did give up 21 to Tri-Center back on October 6th, but since then a 55-0 win against West Monona, and then that 51-13 win against North Union, who scored just one of those scores in the first half. The Wildcats, been to the Unidome in back-to-back years, were eliminated in the state semifinals by Grundy Center. Last year's squad, led by Clunder at quarterback, finished 11-1 in a 49-20 loss to Grundy Center in that semifinal. Back in 2021, they finished 10-2 with the loss to Grundy Center, 28-7 in the semis. The good news for the Wildcats, Grundy Center went up to Class 1A this year and ranked very highly there. So that's one less squad for them to run into, is the way they're looking at it. But they're going to need to get by MMCRU tonight here in round 2 with just 16 teams left in Class A football. The Royals coached by Kyle Oswald, assisted by Colin Yude, Alex Weimer, and Derek Mara. The Wildcats coached by Kurt Bramer, assisted by Ryan Clunder, Jeremy Rogers, Justin Locke, Matthew Wright, and Jared Rapp. We'll get into some starting lineups in this one as the game gets underway. We are just a few minutes away. We'll have the national anthem here in the stadium shortly. Actually, very shortly, as it's coming right up. We're going to take a quick commercial break. We'll be back with more of the Farmer State Bank pregame show right after this.
Family has been providing trusted funerals since 1943, when Joseph and Adele Fish bought Remsen's only funeral home. Beginning in 1976, Joe's son Joel and his wife Jean continued the tradition of being a family-owned and operated business. In 2009, David and Elizabeth Fish carried the family tradition into the future and now offer monuments. The Fish family is honored to assist you in your time of need, offering care and compassion. Fish Funeral Home and Monuments in Remsen, our family serving your family since 1943.
The national anthem has been completed here in the stadium in Mobile tonight. One of two Northwest Iowa matchups here in Class A. The other in this pod, Akron Westfield hosting Logan Magnolia. That a number one in Class A District 1, Akron Westfield, against the second place team in District 8 in Logan Magnolia. That one in Lamar's tonight. We'll try to give score updates as we go along. Once again on FDS here tonight. Glad to bring it to you with video, as well as 1440 KCHE out of Cherokee. In a cold night for football here in Northwest Iowa, but at this time of year we wouldn't have it any other way. The Royals, the visitors tonight, MMCRU in their road white tops with the blue letters, blue numbers, the blue pants, and the blue helmet with the 5-pointed crown on it, representing the MMCRU communities and township. Woodbury Central in their home blue unis, blue tops, blue bottoms, the white letters, white numbers, and the white helmets with the paw on one side and the number, well, paw on both sides, excuse me. Used to have the numbers on the helmet as well back when. Woodbury Central, their fourth trip to the playoffs in the last 5 years, looking for that third consecutive trip to the Unidome. MMCRU has well documented their first playoff appearance as a whole grade sharing school district starting in 2016 season. This, the first playoff appearance for the Royals football program, trying to make the most of their stay with a win tonight. The winner tonight, as we mentioned, faces the winner of Akron Westfield and Logan Magnolia. That one will be next Friday night in the quarterfinal matchup. The winner of that one will go on to the semifinals at the Unidome. A nice crowd on hand. The home bleachers for Woodbury Central filled up fairly well considering the weather conditions. MMCRU, a nice traveling contingency on that far sideline. There's 4 separate pods of bleachers, and 3 of those filled up pretty well. The 4th well on its way. Let's go ahead and take a look at the game time temperature here. A balmy 32 degrees, and I say that in my most sarcastic way possible. A slight breeze out of the northwest that will run left to right on your screen. One of these teams will have the advantage of the wind at their back slightly, but the breeze at about 10 miles an hour. Here come the captains to the center field. Center field has the WC painted on it in white for Woodbury Central with the numbers and lines painted on the field, and the big Wildcat paw painted in each end zone. The field looks in great condition for tonight's ball game, considering a little bit of moisture that we've had. Maybe fortunate we're playing this one tonight and not tomorrow with the pending snow coming.
The Wildcats will kick off, defending the north goal.
And Woodbury Central wins the toss, defers, and MMCRU will receive the ball first in this one. All right, Royals will receive to start this one tonight. Just checking in here on our audio, making sure everything's still okay. Here we go. We are back on our end anyways. All right, Royals, Wildcats. We're expecting a good one tonight. These two teams met back the week before the season started in a preseason scrimmage. Played a couple of quarters. Woodbury Central won that one 14-7 for what it's worth, but a good experience for both of the squads. As you can see, two of the better teams here in Northwest Iowa in this class. Royals receiving the football. They'll go right to left into that slight breeze here in the first quarter. Woodbury Central going to kick off with the wind at their back from the 40-yard line.
White will attempt to kick for the
And MMCRU, remember, they had that 3-touchdown lead against Akron Westfield a few weeks back and lost that contest. Let that one get away from them with a few mistakes in the last 8 minutes of it. If not for that, this very well could have been a quarterfinal matchup instead of a round of 16 matchup tonight. We are expecting a good one here in Moville. The Wildcats lined up to kick. Here's Jaden Lloyd, the freshman, going to put a foot to it, and we are underway. Coming up and fielding it off the hop is Gage Johnson. He slips down at the 25-yard line, and the Royals will have it 1st and 10 at their own 25 as we get things started here tonight. Starting lineups for MMCRU's offensively. Quarterback Jonah Peterson will be accompanied in the backfield by 25 Brayson Mulder, the sophomore running back out of the pistol formation here. Jace Cowling and Kyler Bork split out left. Michael Peterson split out right. On first down, here's the give to Mulder off the right side. He is going to be tripped up. The tackle. The 29, and actually it's 1st and 10 from the 27, so Mulder's going to pick up 2 on first down, brings up 2nd and 8 at their own 29-yard line.
2nd and 8.
Peterson looks, throws short. It's caught by Michael Peterson. He barrels ahead through a couple of defenders for a first down. Had a pickup of about 10. And Jonah Peterson connects on his first pass attempt of the night to Michael Peterson. McGill on the tackle, but a gain of 10, and it's 1st and 10 Royals at the 39-yard line. They stay now going to a power I formation. Mason Robertson at fullback. Mulder has it off the left side, and a gain of about 4 for Mulder. Bring up 2nd and 6.
Mulder, the ball carrier, brought down by Kern and Rivers.
As we mentioned, Mulder missed 2.5 games. He missed the second half of that ball game at Akron Westfield with an injured ankle. Sat out the Westwood and Alta Riley games. He's back last week. And his first carry took it 64 yards to the house. 2nd and 6, Royals. Play action. Peterson tries to scramble. He's going to be sacked in the backfield. And a host of Wildcats are going to stick Peterson right at the 41-yard line, a loss of 3. There is a flag down right at the spot. And Peterson was corralled. Let's see what the call is. It appears to be against MMCRU. It is a holding call. That'll be declined, and after the sack by the Wildcats, it'll bring up a 3rd and about 3rd and a short 9. The ball at the 40-yard line. Woodbury Central in a 4-man front defensively. Royals spread it out 4 wide. Here's Peterson, looks. Now he throws late, and it's incomplete. Pass intended for Bork across the middle is thrown low. And the incomplete pass brings up a 4th and 9. The Royals punt team comes on. And the Wildcats come up with a defensive stop on the first series of the night. Back to punt is Owen Schrader. He's standing at his own 29-yard line. McGill back to receive it for the Wildcats. This one hit end over end. McGill comes up and fields it on the run. He's got room along the right side. He's across midfield, makes a cut across the 35, and he's finally going to be brought down at the Royals' 24-yard line on a big return from McGill. And a flag is down behind the play at the MMCRU 46-yard line. That came flying in during the kick. See what the penalty is. The return may be negated. And it's going to be a holding on the Wildcats
Cost them 10 yards from the spot of the foul.
So it'll be 10 yards from the spot of the foul. Woodbury Central will have it 1st and 10, right around their own 44-yard line for their first possession of the night. That's exactly where they'll mark it. 1st and 10, Wildcats at the 44-yard line. That's 1st and 10. Here's Drew Klunder, the Wildcat quarterback. Multi-year starter. The number 1 passer in Class A this season. He's got Butler in the backfield with him. Here's the give to Butler, a late give. He bounces off the first tackle attempt and then brought down after a gain of about 3.
Brought down by number 14.
Zach Butler is brought down by Dawson Pick.
About a 2-yard gain, 2nd and 8.
Make it a 2nd and long 7. Wildcats right back to the pistol. And might have been movement, and there is. There's a delayed snap. And that one's going to be called on the center. The break in the action will give us a chance here. Look at the starters for the Wildcats at quarterback. Drew Klunder, a 6'3 senior. Zach Butler, a 6-foot junior. The running back, Sam Monk, Eric McGill, Jaden Lloyd, Jacob King, all starting wideouts. Here's a 2nd and 12. Klunder out of the gun. He's got time, throws across the middle. It's incomplete. Pass was intended. Pass was intended for, looks like it was Jacob King. Noah Gallus on the coverage for MMCRU. And it'll bring up a 3rd and 12 for the Wildcats. Offensive line for the Wildcats tonight: Brady Sharon, Jackson Reblitz, Hussaini Gomez, Colton Warren, and Logan Jensen. Here's Klunder out of the shotgun on 3rd and long. He throws across the middle. It's caught, and the catch made and chopped down right there by Jace Cowling, but a big 3rd down conversion for Zach Butler. And the 1st down for the Wildcats. That a gain of about 15. Now Klunder gives it to Butler up the middle, and he's chopped down at the 40, about a maybe 2 yards. Grant Prescott in on the tackle for the Royals. 2nd and 8. Three receivers right, 1 left for Klunder out of the shotgun. Play action. He wants to throw deep. He does throw deep. He airs it out. It's caught for a touchdown, Wildcats. Klunder to Eric McGill from 40 yards out, and Woodbury Central strikes first. Woodbury Central leads 6-0 as Klunder airs it out, lays it in there perfectly for McGill as he beat Gallus on that far side. And Woodbury Central leads 6-0 with 8:28 to go here in the opening quarter. Extra point on the way. Kick is good by Keaton Gernhardt. Woodbury Central 7, MMCRU nothing. We'll be right back after this commercial break here on Fuller Digital Solutions and 1440 KCHE.
Staying healthy means enjoying life's best moments, and the best way to stay healthy is to make your routine appointments. Whether you have new symptoms or it's time for your annual exam, the providers at Floyd Valley Healthcare know and listen to you, so you'll get the care that you need. We help you stay healthy by providing preventative care, finding health concerns early, managing chronic conditions, and connecting you with specialty care close to home. Don't miss a single special moment. Make your appointment today.
I'm Dr. Brooke Kahns. I'm a new general surgeon at Floyd Valley Healthcare, and I look forward to working with the community.
Back here in Mobile, Woodbury Central, a 7-0 lead after a 40-yard touchdown pass from Drew Klunder to Eric McGill. That McGill's 9th touchdown catch of the season. And the Wildcats come up with a stop defensively and score on their opening drive, and 8:28 to go first quarter. In the second-ranked Wildcats in front 7-0. Here's Lloyd set to kick off yet again. Back deep is Mulder and Gage Johnson. This one hit pretty well. Mulder's going to take it back at his own 10-yard line. Now he cuts it back to the middle of the field, and he's going to be tackled at about the 27-yard line. Royals will have it 1st and 10 at the 27. MMCRU is able to pick up a first down on that first drive of the ball game, but had to punt it away after that. So far, Woodbury Central comes up with a big play through the air first. Here's Mulder in the backfield with Peterson, Cowling, and Bork to the left. Peterson, Michael Peterson to the right. On 1st and 10, here's the give to Mulder, and he stopped right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. McCormick on the tackle for Woodbury Central. Bring up 2nd and 10 at the 27.
No gain on the play. Let's call it 2nd and 10.
Starting a line, offensive line for the Royals tonight at center, Owen Schrader, a senior. The guards, Cody Evans and Carver Miller, and it tackles Mitchell Schnepp and Ben Tenniger. 2nd and 10 Royals. Here's Peterson, looks left and throws that way. It's incomplete on the out route. Out of the reach of Jace Cowling, and now a 3rd and 10 coming up for the Royals. If you're MMCRU, you got to respond in a hurry. You do not want to play from behind, and not far from behind for sure. 3rd and 10 at their own 27-yard line. Here's the snap. Peterson throws it deep on the right side to Michael Peterson. Incomplete at the Woodbury Central 35, just off the fingertips of Peterson. Had man-to-man coverage, but it falls incomplete, and the Royals go 3 and out. And they're going to have to punt it right back to the Wildcats.
Into the ball game for the Wildcats. Schrader back to attempt the punt for the Royals.
7:36 to go, first quarter. Woodbury Central in front, 7-0 over MMCRU. The Royals go 3 and out on their second possession, and here's Owen Schrader to punt it away. He handles the high snap. This one's hit high in the air and short. It's going to bounce at the MMCRU 43-yard line, and it'll be down at about the 41. So Woodbury Central now a touchdown lead and has great starting field possession to try to add on to it. Wildcats had a 3rd and 12 that they picked up on that first drive and then went for the kill shot shortly after as Clunder hooked up with McGill, and now the Wildcats an opportunity to stretch the lead out here early on.
Clunder calls the signal for the Wildcats.
7:36 to go in the opening quarter. Here's Clunder out of the shotgun. Gives it to Butler. He's met right at the 40. He gets about a yard and nothing else.
Down by number 65. Good.
The tackle made by the Royals, Jeremy Bijik. Bijik, the foreign exchange student, playing defensive tackle. 2nd and 9 for the Wildcats at the Royals' 40-yard line. Clunder takes the low snap. Throws a sidearm. It's incomplete. It is incomplete. It was intended for McGill, and Cowling met him as soon as the ball did, and there's a bit of a collision. And now a 3rd and 9 coming up for the Wildcats. An opportunity for the Royals to get a stop. Woodbury Central, this may be 4-down territory for them. Ball at the 40-yard line. Here's Clunder on 3rd and 9. Out of the shotgun. Play action, throws it to the flat. It's caught. Getting a block and getting to 30. Across the 30, a first down. A flag is thrown out in the flat, though. It was a bubble screen. McGill was blocking on that far side. They might have got him for a hold. He just had the defender push far enough down the field. He didn't really need to do it, and it is. So the flag is going to negate the first down, and the holding on Woodbury Central is going to turn this from a 3rd and 9 to about a 3rd and 11, based on the spot foul. And you knew Woodbury Central would try to take advantage of the flats at some point, especially after getting those corners to lean off the receivers a little bit after the deep pass play on the opening drive. Took advantage of it there, but the penalty brings it back, and now it's 3rd and 10 at the 41. We'll do it again. 2 receivers left, 2 right. They're going to throw it out to the flat out here. Butler is met by Cowling and dropped. Jace Cowling comes up to make the tackle in the open field. A 1-yard gain for Butler and nothing else. And now 4th and 9 for the Wildcats. Nice play by Cowling, the junior. Woodbury Central, a 7-0 lead, 6:20 to go, opening quarter. The number 2 Woodbury Central Wildcats seeking their 3rd consecutive trip to the Unidome. And they are going to go for it here on 4th and 9 at the MMCRU 40-yard line. Klender out of the shotgun by himself. Here comes a blitz. Klender has to get rid of it. He's going to be sacked all the way back at midfield. And who got in there? I think it was Mulder or John Schmellen. John Schmellen, the Royal sophomore linebacker on a blitz, gets home. And the MMCRU defense forces a turnover on downs. What a well-timed blitz up the middle. And the Royals defense comes up with a big stop to change some momentum. If you're the visiting team playing the underdog role, the last thing you want to do is go down by 2 touchdowns early in the first quarter. A big stop there. Now the Royals offense on the field. Right at the 50. Peterson, 3 receivers right. He's going to fake the handoff, now runs to the outside, nothing there. And a good tackle by a trio of Wildcats. It was led by number 53, Jackson Riblets. Senior outside linebacker. No gain for Peterson, and it's 2nd and 10. Peterson's first rushing attempt of the night. The Royals' 3rd drive, their best field possession by far, right at midfield. Here's Johnson in motion. Play action. Peterson looks, throws back the other way. It's incomplete off the hands of Mulder. And staying home was the Wildcats linebacker, Zach Butler, on that backside linebacker position. Went for the swat, missed it, but Mulder couldn't bring it in. And Butler might have got just enough of it, but now another 3rd and long for the Royals offense. 3rd and 10, right at midfield. Trying to get something going in the passing game is Peterson. Drops back to pass. Steps up in the pocket. Now he's going to throw it short. It's caught by Bork on the crossing route. Across the 40. 5, and they're going to give him the first down all the way to the 38-yard line. Peterson stepped up in the pocket, dumped it down to Bork on the crossing route. Somehow he kept his footing in bounds. And that a 12-yard gain and the first down for the Royals at the Woodbury Central 38. A nice play by Bork on his first catch of the night. Woodbury Central's had double coverage on him early on. 1st and 10 at the Wildcats 38-yard line. Here's Eli Schlinger in motion. Mulder gets the carry off the left side. And he'll fall ahead for 3. Bring up 2nd and 7.
About 3, 2nd and 7.
Woodbury Central, 4 down linemen defensively. Have a couple of linebackers out there really spread out, but really only 1 safety over top. Here's a power I formation to Mulder, trying to get off the right side. He does. Mulder across the 30, stays in bounds, and he's chopped down on that far sideline all the way down at about the 22-yard line. And on 2nd and 7, Mulder a 13-yard gain. And now the Royals offense in business. Mark at the 23, 12 yards for Mulder on that carry. Not much between the tackles. Woodbury Central plugging it up, but Mulder bounces it outside. Power I formation yet again on 1st and 10. Counter. Mulder is going to be swung down. There's McCormick on the tackle for Woodbury Central. Again, Mulder picks up about 3 to the 20-yard line. 2nd and a long 7. Still in the first quarter, Woodbury Central in front 7-0, 3:30 to go in the opening quarter. The Royals threatening for the first time tonight. Out of the power I. Peterson looks, throws it out to Bork in the flat. Bork tries to get the sideline. He does, stays in bounds inside the 10. And it's a first down. Klunder pushes him out of bounds. They're going to mark it at about the 7-yard line. Make it the 9-yard line. And it's 1st and goal MMCRU. A gain of 11 on the screen to Bork. Peterson connecting on back-to-back passes. 1st and goal at the 9-yard line. Royals, they give it right to Mulder. Mulder chugging inside. Well, right at about the 5-yard line. Make it the 6 for a 3-yard gain. MMCRU, if they can have success on the ground, keep that Wildcat offense off the field, maybe the best game plan for them tonight.
2nd and goal from about the 7.
Woodbury Central, a 7-0 lead, 2:50 to go first quarter. Royals 2nd and goal at the 6. Peterson gives it to Mulder. He's trying to get the edge. Mulder makes a cut, and he dives for the goal line. Touchdown, MMCRU. Brayson Mulder from 6 yards out, and the Royals have responded with 2:34 to go here in the first quarter. That a 50-yard drive set up by the big 4th down stop. And the MMCRU offense punches it in for their first points of the night. Here's Cody Evans on for the point after attempt.
Evans to attempt the point after.
Cody Evans on for the kicking duties. Snaps low. Evans' kick is up and good. 2:34 to go, first quarter. We're tied at 7 here in Mobile. We'll be back after this commercial break here on Fuller Digital Solutions and 1440 KCHE. Back here in Mobile, MMCRU fights back after giving up a opening drive touchdown to Woodbury Central. The Royals able to hit pay dirt on a 50-yard drive, capped off by a 6-yard touchdown run by Brayson Mulder, his 9th rushing touchdown of the season. And we're tied up at 7 here with 2:34 to go in the first quarter. Here's Evans to kick it off for the Royals. Back deep, Woodbury Central is Eric McGill and Zach Butler. Evans kicks it short. It's going to be taken by one of the up men at the 30-yard line, making a couple of cuts across the 40, still on his feet. Bouncing outside of Sam Monk. Gets turned into a foot race, the 30, and he's going to be drugged, pushed out of bounds at the MMCRU 25-yard line. And Woodbury Central throws a haymaker right back. And remember, Butler had the big punt return called back from a penalty very early on, and now another special teams play by the Wildcats, and MMCRU has
5-yard line, where the Wildcats will have
not been sharp on the kick return coverages all season long. Had troubles early in the year. Now it's rearing its ugly head. Here's Clunder in the backfield with Butler on 1st and 10 at the MMCRU 26. Butler right up the middle, and he'll fall forward to the 22. Make it the 21. 5-yard gain for the Wildcats on 1st down.
gain of about 4, 2nd and 6.
Second and 5, Woodbury Central. Clunder keeps it this time. He bounces out right side. He's got room across the 20, and he's tripped up by Gage Johnson. Close to a 1st down. Right at about the 17.
Gain of about 6, 3rd and 1.
Yeah, 6-yard gain there. Johnson comes up with the tackle. Clunder's first run of the night goes for 6 yards, and it's a 3rd and 1 for the Wildcats. Out of the gun yet again. Butler's going to get the call. He's hit at the line of scrimmage, but I think he's got the 1st down.
Off the left side.
He needed the 16. I think he got it. We're going to mark him right at the 15. So Butler picks up 2, and it's a 1st down for the Wildcats. 1:20 to go in the first quarter as the clock continues to run. 3 receivers left, 1 right. Clunder looks, throws it out in the flat. It's dropped.
Ball intended for King.
It was King on the intended receiver, but lets it go through his hands, and it'll bring up 2nd and 10.
Just been handed an iPhone cell phone found. If you have lost your cell phone, go to the concession stand.
Woodbury Central, the kickoff return to the MMCRU 26-yard line. Now 2nd and 10 at the Royals 15. Here comes a blitz up the middle. Butler trying to get outside, and he's going to be drugged down by Mulder on the right edge. And Butler had the right idea, avoiding the blitz up the middle. Tried bouncing it outside, but Mulder holds containment, and that a loss of 4 back to the 20-yard line. Now a 3rd and 14 for the Wildcats back at the 20. Clock at 30 seconds to go here in the opening quarter. Clunder and Butler having discussions in the backfield. Now the snap. Looks, throws it across the middle. It's deflected. And I think it was linebacker John Schmeling got up and swatted it down. And now a 4th and 14 coming up for the Wildcats at their Royals 20-yard line. And the Wildcat offense stays on the field. Right now the Royals defense is bending but refuses to break. And now a big play coming up here with just 23 seconds to go in the first quarter. 5 wide for Clunder, 3 left, 2 right. 4th and 14 at the 20. Clunder steps up, avoids the pressure, now throws across the middle. It's intercepted by Cowling. Cowling across the 15, and he's going to return it to the 22-yard line. There's a flag down right at the tackle, but I think it just fell out of the official's pocket. And on 4th and 14, Jace Cowling comes up with the interception inside the 5-yard line. He'll return it to the 21-yard line. And the Royals will have it 1st and 10 from there. And
First and 10 on the interception by the
Royals defensive end's getting enough pressure that Clunder had to step up in the pocket, had to throw it back across the middle of the field, and Cowling makes a play. Now out of the power I yet again. Here's Mulder, and he stood up right at the line of scrimmage. He falls forward to the 25. And some extra yards there for Mulder. He picks up 3. And that will end a busy first quarter here in Mobile. Second-ranked Woodbury Central 7, MMCRU 7 after 1. We'll be back here on Fuller Digital Solutions and 1440 KCHE.
MHI and Cuso of Cherokee are on the move, expanding, and in need of residential treatment workers, psychiatric security specialists, and LPNs.
We deal with disorders that you can't see. You get to help people who are in desperate need of help. And helping those people actually helps the community as well.
The benefits here, I think, are top-notch. That was why I came here.
To learn more and to apply, visit governmentjobs.com.
Mike's Construction of Marcus is a second-generation general contractor who is a proud supporter of MMCRU, Royal Athletics, and academics. Mike's Construction can help build your dream home from the groundwork, starting with the foundation, to the detailed finish work on the inside. Take a minute to like Mike's Construction on Facebook and see some of the awesome work they have done, and keep them in mind for your next in-house project. Mike's Construction of Marcus. Go Royals!
Back here in Mobile, Woodbury Central and MMCRU tied up at 7 here at the end of the first quarter. The Wildcats struck first on a 40-yard touchdown pass with 8:34 to go in the first quarter from Clunder to McGill, but the Royals used the defensive stop and have knotted the game up on a 6-yard touchdown run by Brayson Mulder. Now 2nd and 6 coming up. Here's Mulder, nothing there in the backfield. He's dropped for a loss. Give it to Mulder out of the backfield. Out of the gun, I should say, Jackson Riblets. We've called his name a couple of times tonight. He comes up with a tackle for loss, about 3 yards, and it's going to bring up 3rd and 9 for the Royals offense. Mulder, 10 carries, 33 yards here in the first half. 3rd and 9, MMCRU at their own 23-yard line. 2 receivers left, 1 right. Peterson looks. He wants to go to the middle. Nothing there. Now he scrambles to his left. He's going to throw it up for grabs. Colling goes up and is hit hard. Incomplete pass. And we have a couple of players down. I think it was McGill who collided with Colling. McGill still down on the turf.
Incomplete, knocked down by McGill.
That one was up for grabs. And I think McGill just came in and laid a licking on Colling to break it up, but he took the worst of that collision and was able to get up and come off the field under his own power, which is a great sign. And that a defensive stop for the Wildcats. Here are the Royals with the wind in the second quarter. They're punting out of the north side of the field. Owen Schrader standing back at his own 10. Here's Butler standing at his own 40. Schrader kicks it end over end. Butler catches it at his own 42. He wants to return it. He's got room on the left side. Makes a cut. Returns it across the Royals' 40-yard line all the way to the 38. In Woodbury Central, once again, great starting field possession for the Wildcats. Right now, the Woodbury Central return teams giving their offense every advantage possible. And a starting field possession in Royals territory for the second consecutive time. We'll see if they can punch it in the end zone for some points here. Klender in the shotgun, 1st and 10. He's going to throw a screen out. Here's McGill, and he is tripped up. Here's Cowling just tripping him up. It might have saved 7. McGill still with a gain of about 6 yards to the 33. Klender's first completion in a while. Here gives the Butler up the middle. He's got the first down across the 30, down to the MMCRU 26. And that a gain of about 7 more. Best run of the night for Butler.
1st and 10.
1st and 10. Wildcats at the Royals' 27-yard line. Klender gives it to Butler, and he's hit in the backfield and dropped. Grant Prescott in there for the first contact. Butler able to fall forward, gains about a half a yard.
2nd and 9.
2nd and 9 coming up. Woodbury Central not having a lot of success running right up the middle. but do it enough, it can certainly wear defense down in the second half. We're going to give Butler a yard on that last carry. It brings up 2nd and 9 at the 25. Second quarter, tie ball game, 9:27 to go in the first half. Play action, Klunder looks left, throws left, and it is caught. Touchdown Wildcats. Full extension. Catch made by Sam Monk from 25 yards out, and Woodbury Central has regained the lead at 13-7. What a throw from Klunder and a better catch from Monk on that left sideline. And Woodbury Central strikes through the air yet again. Here's Lloyd on for the point after attempt. Kick is up and good. Woodbury Central 14, MMCRU 7, 9:17 to go first half. We'll be back here on Fuller Digital Solutions and 1440 KCHE.
Hungry and on the go? Stop by Mrs. B's in Remsen. Locally owned and operated for over 25 years, Mrs. B's has you covered. Coffee, shakes, hundreds of drink options, milk, eggs, and more. Want something hot? Try one of Mrs. B's famous made-from-scratch pizzas, or order one of Mrs. B's many appetizer and sandwich options. Don't forget about the chicken, fish, and pork chop dinners. Mrs. B's is a proud supporter of both MMCRU and Remsen St. Mary's schools. Stop by Mrs. B's today.
Back here in Mobile, Woodbury Central regains the lead. It's 14-7 with 9:17 to go here in the first half on a 25-yard passing catch from Drew Klunder to Sam Monk. And the Wildcats back in front. That the third touchdown catch of the year from Monk. He has over 300 yards receiving on the season. And his third time hitting pay dirt. And the most important one to this point in the season. Here's Lloyd on the kickoff. He gets a hold of it, and Mulder's going to take it right at his own 10-yard line. Mulder trying to get outside. Good containment. He spins out the first tackle attempt across the 40. Mulder is tripped up as he crosses midfield. Lloyd makes a touchdown-saving tackle, but Brayson Mulder comes up with a big return for MMCRU, and they'll have it 1st and 10 at the Woodbury Central 47-yard line. That a positive special teams play for the Royals. It's been big return after big return from each of these squads. Royals come out in the power I formation at the Wildcats 47. Here's the give to Dawson Pick on the left side. Pick breaks a couple tackles, and he'll take it down to the 40. Mark it at the 43. About a 5-yard gain for Pick. Mark it at the 42. 5 yards for Dawson Pick, and the senior his first carry of the night. 2nd and 5 at the Wildcats 42-yard line. Mulder getting a breather. Pick the deep back. Mason Roberts the fullback. Here's the give to Pick yet again off the left side. And he is met by a trio of Wildcats there. And the rush attempt is going to be give Pick a yard to the 40. Maybe a yard there for Pick. Bring up 3rd and a long 4. Wildcat fans down in front of us starting to make some noise on this big 3rd down play. Peterson looks on the slant. Bork incomplete. Tight coverage there. And I think it was Klunder out of that safety position came up and met Bork right. Met the ball right at Bork, I should say. And the incomplete pass makes it 4th and 4. Mulder back in the ball game for this 4th down play. The offense stays on the field. 7:54 to go, first half. Woodbury Central in front, 14-7. Peterson out of the pistol. Handles the snap. Now we're going to throw back to Mulder. He's got some space. First down, MMCRU. And Mulder is ran out of bounds at the Wildcats 30-yard line. And on 4th and 4, the misdirection swing pass to Mulder yields a gain of 12. And the Royals keep the drive alive. First and 10 Royals at the Woodbury Central 30-yard line. Mulder on the carry, left side. He's swung down after a yard. And it looks like, once again, Adrian McCormick in on the tackle. McCormick wreaking some havoc up front. And they're going to mark it. He might have got a half yard is all, but we'll make it 2nd and 9. Peterson, 2 receivers right, 1 left. Mulder in the backfield. They're going to throw it. The far side incomplete as the pass is wide of Bork. Peterson off the mark on that toss. Now 3rd and long for the Royals yet again. Once again live here tonight on Fuller Digital. And 1440 KCHE. The round of 16, the Royals, the 2 seed out of Class A District 1. Woodbury Central, the champion of Class A District 8. Here's Peterson. He's going to have to throw it. And now he's just going to, he's going to get sacked, almost sacked all the way back at the 45. And now they're calling for a flag. The officials are thinking about it. I don't know if they're going to call it or not. And it looked like whoever the running back, bled out that way and was on that far sideline. It's just a matter if they give him the benefit of the doubt here, as Peterson retreated all the way back to the 45 and no flag after some discussion. That could have been disastrous. Now a 4th and 9 at the 29-yard line for the Royals offense. Peterson looks left. They're going to throw to the end zone, and nobody home. He overshot Michael Peterson. Good coverage there by Woodbury Central. Sam Monk had the man-to-man coverage on Michael Peterson. The pass falls incomplete, and the Royals turn it over on downs at the Woodbury Central 29-yard line. The big return goes for nothing, and the Wildcats will have a 14-7 lead in the football with 6:56 to go here in the first half. Here's that explosive Wildcat offense back on the field. 3 receivers left for Clunder, 1 to the right. Here's Butler in the backfield with him. Clunder, a QB sweep the whole way and almost lost the football, and he's going to fall forward for about a gain of 4.
Brought down by Johnson.
Say Gage Johnson in on the tackle. It looked like Stefan was as well as Grant Prescott. That a designed quarterback run for Clunder. He picks up 4. We'll bring up 2nd and let's say pick up a 3. 2nd and 7 for the Wildcats. Shotgun formation yet again. Clunder gets it, gives it to Butler. He fouls his blocks. He's got room across the 40, breaks another tackle, and he loses the football. It's scooped up, and Bork, oh no, they're going to say he was down. They blow the play dead, and that ball clearly was not, that was out before he was down. Oh my goodness. They're going to blow the play dead at the 47-yard line. Woodbury Central catches a huge break there. Holy Moses. And now the Wildcats 1st and 10 at their own 47. Clunder pumps, goes deep on the right side, and overshoots his man. Intended for Lloyd. Oh no, that was, Butler got hit, and the ball popped loose. No forward progress at all. He even could have stopped that play. Kyler Bork scoops it up, and a tough break for MMCRU. on that play defensively. Here's the Wildcats now. 2nd and 10 with it at the 47. Klender takes the snap, gives it to right up the middle, and room yet again for Butler. He crosses midfield, and he's going to be right at the first down sticks at the 43-yard line. Give him 11 on that carry. And Woodbury Central has it 1st and 10 at the Royals' 42-yard line. Butler, the call right up the middle yet again, and now the Wildcats starting to have some success punching it up the middle. That a 5-yard, we'll give 5 yards to Butler yet again.
4, 2nd and 6.
Woodbury Central starting to get some success in the middle of the field. Now they go outside and breaking the first tackle down the sideline. And it's a foot race, a cutback touchdown. Wildcats score. It's McGill broke a couple of tackles on that far sideline, and Woodbury Central takes advantage of a huge break and scores a couple of plays later. Klender to McGill, his 2nd touchdown of the night. Woodbury Central in front 20-7 with 4:52 to go in the first half.
Extra point attempt upcoming.
Here's Lloyd on the point after attempt. Kick is good. Woodbury Central leads 21-7. 4:52 to go. First half. We'll be back after this commercial break on Fuller Digital Solutions and 1440 KCHE.
I chose the NCC CNA course because I just really liked the instructors and the entire NCC community, how welcoming everybody is. And I was able to take it in high school and get it done before I started college.
The new facility here at NCC has been great. You've got every tool you can think of. You're never struggling to find something. Just the facility as a whole has been awesome. It makes the learning a lot more interesting and a lot more hands-on, and it's just been great.
Drew Klender connects with McGill for 38 yards and another Wildcat touchdown. Woodbury Central in front 21-7 with 4:52 to go in the first half. And here's Lloyd on to kick it off yet again as he kicks from right to left into a little bit of a breeze. Mulder and Johnson back deep for the Royals. Woodbury Central started to have some success running the ball in the middle of the field, able to throw it out in that swing pass, and McGill did the rest. And now a 2-touchdown lead, their largest of the night. Here's Mulder on the kick return. Tries to get outside to the left. He does. As he breaks containment, he's pushed out of bounds. And the official on that far sideline marks it at about the 29-yard line. That's where the Royals will have it, 1st and 10. Here with about 4 minutes to go here in the first half. The Royals did receive the ball to start the game, so they're going to need some points here to try to flip momentum as they go into the locker room. 2 receivers right, 2 left. Here's Mulder. He stood up at the line of scrimmage. And a good play by the Wildcats. It's number 58, Brody Bramer, the sophomore, making the tackle. Mulder, no gain on that carry.
No gain, 2nd and 10.
The Royals content with letting some clock run as they huddle here and let the play clock run down. Not a lot of success for Peterson through the air here in the first half. The Woodbury Central secondary's done a nice job. Here's an option. Pitches it to Mulder on the left side. Mulder makes a cut. He keeps his footing, spins through another tackle attempt, and a first down on the option. Brayson Mulder takes it across the 40 to the 42. That one goes for 12, and it's our first down, Royals. On the Mulder 12-yard run. He's got 12 carries for 45 yards here in the first half. And this, such a big drive for the Royals to stay in this one. Stay within shouting distance. Peterson keeps it. Good play defensively by the Wildcats, and it was number 53, Jackson Riblitz, yet again. He read Peterson perfectly on the QB choice and drops him for a 4-yard loss. It's going to bring up 2nd and 14. Riblitz and Bramer both coming up with big plays in the defensive line for the Wildcats on this drive. Down to 3 minutes. Peterson looks left. Now he's going to throw it deep. Getting behind the defense, incomplete as the pass was intended for Cowling.
Pass intended long for Cowling.
Once again, good coverage on that far side. And it was McGill in coverage for the Wildcats. McGill, such a good wideout on the offensive side of the ball, and great coverage there on the defensive side. Now a 3rd and 14 coming up for MMCRU. Peterson struggling to throw the ball. He's going to have to come up with something here. Peterson looks, rolls left. Now he's going to take off with it. Peterson hit hard as he crosses the 45 to the 47. Picks up about 8 on that carry. But it'll bring up a 4th and 5.
Get the ball up to about the 47 where the Royals will have it 4th and about 4.
Here comes the MMCRU punt team with 2:44 to go in the half. Butler back deep. And it's McGill back deep this time.
Back for the Wildcats.
For the Royals, look at trying to angle this kick. Schrader hits a pretty good one. Here's McGill. He's going to wave a fair catch and makes it right at the 20. Woodbury Central will have it with 2:44 to go in the first half. Not sure the clock ran on that play. 2:44 to go, first half. The Wildcats have it 1st and 10 at their own 20.
1st and 10 Wildcats, their own 20-yard line.
Clunder was kept in check through the air for a couple of drives there, but the Wildcat offense has got things going here on their last 2 drives. Clunder throws it out. Here's McGill. He slips down after the catch at the 17, a loss of 3. We've seen a couple of players lose their footing tonight. Obviously, the weather conditions from the last couple of days not helping that out at all. Tough break there for McGill. Wildcats pick up the tempo on 2nd and 13. Here's the give to Butler. He gets out to the right side. Butler follows his block, crosses the 30, and it's going to be a first down. As Woodbury Central starting to have some luck running between the tackles. That one, a pickup of about 15 for Butler.
33-yard line.
Ball at the 33-yard line. 1st and 10, 2:03 to go, first half. That's one of those plays. You make a good defensive play, you may concede the half. Here's Clunder running around, throws. It's caught along the sidelines. Monk with the catch on the dump down. Mark it out of bounds right at the 39-yard line. A gain of 7.
39-yard line. Gain of about 8, 2nd and 2.
Here's Clunder out of the shotgun. Royal show blitz. Here it comes. Stepping up is Clunder. Now he has to get rid of it. Monk again. He makes the catch at midfield, and he goes out of bounds at the Royals' 48-yard line. That a gain of 12.
That'll be enough of first down in Royal territory at about the 47-yard line.
Clunder has now completed 7 passes in a row, really finding his groove offensively. Butler, the call up the middle. He bounces it outside. He's got room, and he's going to be pushed out of bounds at the 41. That a 7-yard gain on first down. His 10th carry of the night for 55 yards on the ground.
About 7, 2nd and 3.
Clock down to a minute, 36 to go here in the first half. Woodbury Central with it, 2nd and 3 at the Royals, 41. Here's a give up the middle there. Mulder makes the tackle at the line of scrimmage. Nothing for Butler on that carry. It brings up 3rd and, we get a long 3. Woodbury Central on the ball in a hurry. Here's Klunder, looks, that's a draw the whole way. He's going to run, he's got room across the 35. Tripped up right at the 30, and a 12-yard gain for Klunder on the draw.
That'll be enough for a first down.
Now the Royals trying to sub quickly. They do. 1st and 10, Wildcats at the Royals 30. Klunder play action. He wants to go deep. He does go deep. Monk, the intended receiver. It's caught. Touchdown! And once again, Sam Monk on the receiving end. This one from 30 yards out, and Woodbury Central in front 27-7 with just 50 seconds to go in the first half. Here's Lloyd on for the point after attempt. Kick is up and good. Woodbury Central. This ball game was tied at 7 at the end of the first quarter, but the Wildcats have raced out to a 3-touchdown lead here. 50 seconds to go first half. We're going to take a commercial break. We'll be back here on FDS and 1440 KCHE.
The Remsen Farmers Co-op has been serving you for over a century. They are a full-service co-op providing area livestock producers with land o'lakes and canned feed. And take advantage of their full-service agronomy center for all your crop production needs to maximize your yield. They also buy and sell grain and offer grain drying. Remsen Farmers Co-op with years of experience and ready for the future.
Back here in Moville, Woodbury Central, the second-ranked team in Class A for a reason. The Wildcats now in front 28-7 with 50 seconds to go here in the first half. This one after a Drew Klunder to Sam Monk 30-yard passing catch for the touchdown.
Deep for the Royals.
Wildcats will get the ball to start the second half as well. Here's Lloyd on the kickoff. Low liner. And Mulder takes it. Mulder, if dead sprint up the middle, it's closed up quickly. As they'll spot this one at the 39. Cooley in on the tackle for the Wildcats. See what the Royals offense tries to do here in the final seconds of the half.
The 39-yard line where the Royals will have it 1st and 10.
Two receivers left. One right for Peterson out of the shotgun. Here's a slant to Bork. Catch made at the 45. Bork is tripped up as he crosses midfield. Almost broke a tackle by Gilbert. Now the Royals call a timeout quickly. That a gain of 13 on first down. And a good pass pattern and route. Complete a passing. Try to get Jonah Peterson back on track. As Peterson has struggled throwing the ball in the first half. Bork, that his 3rd catch of the night for 36 yards. We're going to keep it here during this timeout. We have the halftime show coming up tonight. We will do a recap of the first half with some highlights, some statistics and we will try to find some other scores from around the area coming up tonight on the Fuller Digital Solutions and KCHE halftime show. This one was tied at 7 at the end of the first quarter, but Woodbury Central has come up with a couple of big plays offensively, started to have more success running the ball, and it's opened up the edges. And the Wildcats have done some damage through the air, and they have taken a 28-7 lead here with just 39 seconds to go in the half. Royals have it 1st and 10 at the Wildcats' 48-yard line.
48-yard line in Wildcat territory.
Peterson, play action, rolls to his left, throws to Colling, it's caught. Jace able to get his feet in, that a gain of about 7. And it'll stop the clock. Colling's first catch of the night. Peterson back-to-back completions. Woodbury Central playing those safeties a little bit deeper. Nothing gets behind them. 2nd and 3. Now the hard count. And gets the Wildcats to jump. So the free 5 yards will result in a first down up to the 36-yard line.
Deeper into the ball game for the Wildcats defensively. On the 5 yards offside penalty against the Wildcats, that'll make a first down for the Royals. At the 36-yard line.
The winner of this one advances to the quarterfinals next Friday night against the winner of Akron Westfield and Logan Magnolia. Here's Peterson out of the shotgun. He looks deep. He's going deep. Near side, he's got Cowling. Caught! Touchdown, MMCRU! Peterson drops it in the bucket, and the Royals respond. Peterson from 40, make that 36 yards out, and MMCRU cuts the deficit to 28-13. 26 seconds to go in the first half. Big drive for the Royals there. Cowling had not touched the ball prior to that drive. He gets 2 catches there. Second one there for 36 yards and a touchdown. Here's Evans on for the point after.
Extra point.
Flag comes in prior to the kick, and it looks like it's false start on MMCRU.
Illegal procedure is a call.
I believe it was on the snapper. It looked like the ball might have moved. Had a short movement, and then was snapped after that. Back it up 5 yards, and we'll try it again. Evans now from 25 yards away. Ball in the middle of the field. Kick is up and good. Point after is good for Evans. The Royals respond with a last-minute touchdown. That drive goes 61 yards in just 25 seconds. 26 seconds to go here before the half. The Royals cut the deficit down to 14. We're going to take a quick commercial break. We'll be back here on FDS and 1440 right after this.
Schmelling Construction is a general excavating company that specializes in farm drainage, terraces, waterways, demolition, and concrete asphalt recycling. They are a proud supporter of the local school district and community. Schmelling Construction is a family-owned business that has been going strong since 1977. Visit them online at schmellingconstruction.com and be sure to like them on Facebook.
Here's Evans to kick off for the Royals. Back deep is McGill and Butler. Both of the Wildcats standing at their own 15-yard line. Woodbury Central has had several good returns tonight in special teams, both in the kickoffs and the punts. An opportunity here. This one is squibbed. It's going to be McGill taking it at the 22. Tries getting outside, makes the first guy miss on a stiff arm, and now he's still going down the sidelines. And he's still going across midfield. Makes a guy miss, and McGill's going to take it to the house. It looked like he was out of bounds on that far side. And there's no call. But the sidelines are so close to the fenced area on both sides, it's hard to see over there. He's kept his footing in bounds, goes to the house. We do have a flag behind the play back at the 25-yard line. And a face mask is going to be called on McGill.
Face mask is a call.
So a big return from McGill, but he gave a stiff arm to Noah Gallus, the first Royal defender to get there. Gallus couldn't get him. Well, the stiff arm apparently resulted in a face mask. So the kickoff return for touchdown is brought back with 7 seconds to go in the half. The Wildcats will have it 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. See if they take one more shot.
21-yard line, Wildcats will have it 1st and 10.
Klunder is out of the shotgun with Butler in the backfield. They will give it to Butler. He gets outside, trying to get outside. He's got room to run, and he will keep his footing and then take a big hit at about the 39-yard line from Michael Peterson. But an 18-yard run for Butler to end the first half. At the break, Woodbury Central 28, MMCRU 14. We're going to head to a commercial break, and we'll be back with the halftime show after this here on Fuller Digital Solutions and 1440 KCHE.
You're going to love the view of a Screen Builder's designed outdoor leisure living space. Whether an all-season room, 3-season room, deck, or patio, Screen Builders offers easy installation and a reliable warranty. From construction of new spaces to providing shade to existing spaces or adding Easy Breeze panels to your screen room, start your project at screenbuilders.com and enjoy the views you've been missing.
Call Screen Builders, you're gonna love the view.
When you walk into Sioux Valley Family Health, we want you to feel as if you are entering our home.
At Sioux Valley Family Health, our goal is to improve the health of our community by improving the health of the families who live here. Dr. Christopher Vandaloon and his staff are here to serve you because our priority is to treat each patient as if they are our own family. Make an appointment with us today.
Your family is our family at Sioux Valley Family Health.
To clearing up dark skin spots and acne and softening fine lines and wrinkles is Sioux Valley Family Health, now offering med spa services including Botox Dysport, fillers, microdermabrasion, chemical peels, and hydrofacials. Sioux Valley Family Health, where your family is our family.
United Bank of Iowa is proud to support MMCRU Sports. As Iowa's #1 ag bank for the past 19 years, we are committed to agriculture and rural Iowa. If you need financing for your farm, home, or vehicle, our lenders are ready to listen. We understand that families and students are busy, so download our app and you can do your banking while you're on the go. Our staff in Marcus and Cleghorn are committed to building strong connections in their communities and look forward to serving you. The difference is here at United Bank of Iowa, with offices in 35 locations in West Central Iowa. Member FDIC.
Next level internet leads to a next level experience. So up your game with Westel Systems Fiber Internet. With internet speeds up to 1 gigabyte per second, you can stream videos and play games without the annoyances of bufferings or delays. Westel goes above and beyond to make their customers' experience as hassle-free as possible, with exceptional 24/7 technical support and a reliable network so you can relax and do the things you enjoy. Explore what Westel has to offer at westelsystems.com. Get more out of your money and see what Westel Systems can do for you.
Forget the ramps and hassles when hauling. They are built to tilt. Tilt bed trailers made at Holstein Fabrication and Holstein Manufacturing.
We're excited to now offer one of the best tilt bed trailers on the market, ranging from 22 to 28 feet in length. And like everything we manufacture, these trailers are built to work. last, and make your life easier. All with confidence when you hook up to a tilt bed trailer made at Holstein Fabrication and Holstein Manufacturing. Visit us online today at holsteinmfg.com.
Whether you are combining, hauling grain, or heating your home, fuel powers the fall. When it comes to energy, you need a company who is trustworthy, understands your needs, and who delivers to you. A company who is local, reliable, and affordable. That company is Ag State. Ag State Energy is clean, comfortable, convenient, while staying competitively priced for our customers. Give Laura Sanguin or Seth Duff a call for all your energy needs.
When you go home, you'll feel good about what you did, and you're doing it for the kids. If they don't have us, they don't have these games.
Welcome back to the Fuller Digital Solutions and KCHE halftime show. Number 2, Woodbury Central, a 28-14 lead over MMCRU at the halftime break here in Moville in this Class A round of 16 matchup tonight. Woodbury Central got things going early on. Drew Klunder connected with Eric McGill from 40 yards out, making it 7-0 just a couple of minutes into this one, about 3.5 minutes in. MMCRU was able to respond after a defensive stop. The Royals got a 6-yard touchdown run from Brayson Mulder. The end of the first quarter is tied at 7. The Wildcats, however, struck through the air yet again. Klunder this time to Sam Monk from 25 yards out, gave the Wildcats a 14-0 lead. Klunder then connected with McGill from 38 yards to make it 21-7. Klunder to Monk yet again for 30 yards, making the score 28-7 in the middle of the third quarter. Well, actually, with just 50 seconds to go in the second quarter, And then Jonah Peterson connected with Jace Cowling from 36 yards out with just 26 seconds to go in the first half, making the score 28-14. First half stats in this one: Drew Klunder, 12 of 15 passing, 174 yards, 4 touchdowns and an interception. His leading target is McGill, 3 catches, 85 yards and a couple of touchdowns. Sam Monk, 4 catches, 74 yards and 2 touchdowns. And Butler, 1 catch out of the backfield for 15 yards. Butler starting to do some damage on the ground. 14 carries, 73 yards on the night. 3 carries, 21 yards for Drew Klunder. MMCRU, Jonah Peterson, 7 of 16 passing, 101 yards and a touchdown. That one to Cowling. Jace, 2 catches, 43 yards and a touchdown. Kyler Bork, 3 catches, 36 yards receiving. Brayson Mulder, a catch for 12 yards, and Michael Peterson, a catch for 10 yards. Brayson Mulder leads the Royals ground game, 12 carries for 45 yards here in the first half. Peterson, 2 carries for 8 yards, and Dawson Pick, 2 carries for 6 yards. As we mentioned coming in, Woodbury Central, the number 1 passing attack in Class A football this year. Klunder, an efficient 12 of 15. He completed his last 9 throws of the first half, really getting into rhythm in that second quarter. Peterson, just 7 of 16. The Royals trying to get that passing game going. Did right before the half. They're going to need more of it in the second half to catch up in this one. Once again, the winner advances to the quarterfinals next Friday night to take on the winner of Akron Westfield and Logan Magnolia. We are going to take yet another commercial break, and we will be back here with more on the FDS and KCHE halftime show after this from Moville.
Score big with American Bank. Our staff will help you score the extra point on your financial dreams. Step onto our court and let us show you what teamwork is all about. All of our players are here to help you achieve your goals. Here's to hoping your talent, dedication, and teamwork make for a match set victory. American Bank is a proud supporter of the MMCRU Royals football and volleyball teams, and we are wishing them a happy and successful season. We'll help you set financial goals that you'll crush in the future. American Bank, achieving success together. Member FDIC.
Gangler Feed Service in Remsen is your complete farm store. We feed all farm species, and we're a Hubbard, Kent, and Big Game dealer. Whether it's sprayers, grain banking, corn drying, or feeding your animals, we're your complete farm store, and service is our business. Gangler Feed Service in Remsen. Call them at 786-2234 or stop in and see them. Service is our business at Gangler Feed Store, Remsen.
Farmers State Bank of Marcus, a real community bank, locally owned, and their purpose is still to service the people of Marcus, their neighbors, and the farm community for all their financial needs. Visit fsbmarcus.com for more information. With years of banking experience, along with care and attention, it's Farmers State Bank's purpose to serve the people of Marcus. Farmers State Bank welcomes you, a real community bank. Member FDIC.
Family has been providing trusted funerals since 1943, when Joseph and Adele Fish bought Remsen's only funeral home. Beginning in 1976, Joe's son Joel and his wife Jean continued the tradition of being a family-owned and operated business. In 2009, David and Elizabeth Fish carried the family tradition into the future and now offer monuments. The Fish family is honored to assist you in your time of need, offering care and compassion. Fish Funeral Home and Monuments in Remsen, our family serving your family since 1943.
Welcome back once again to the FDS and KCHE halftime show live from Mobile, Woodbury Central, a 28-14 lead over MMCRU at the halftime break. And thanks for joining us. It's a great opportunity to be able to bring you video for these high school playoffs and doing just that on FDS tonight. And also, you can hear us live on 1440 KCHE out of Cherokee. You can listen online as well. Some other playoff scores from around the area that we do have scores for. OABCIG, the 1 seed in Class 1A District 1, hosting Trainer tonight. The Falcons a 21-0 lead in the second quarter over Trainer in Ida Grove. A little bit of a surprise at halftime in the 8-man game. Algona-Garrigan, Bishop Garrigan, a 7-6 lead over Remsen St. Mary's. That one over in Algona tonight. That one on our FM station. Also on Fuller Digital Solutions for the stream tonight as well. The score for the other game that has interest here in Moville, Logan Magnolia, a 14-0 lead over Akron Westfield. In that round of 16 matchup being played in Lamar's tonight. Once again, Logan Magnolia, 14-0. Loma with Division I recruit offensive lineman Grant Bricks leading the way. The Panthers in front in that one. A few minutes left here in the halftime show. We'll do a quick Royal recap, especially on the cross-country side. We had senior night a couple weeks ago in Marcus, and one senior on the cross-country team that did not get mentioned and should have. We did earlier in the broadcast this year is Caden Gallus. Gallus participated in the state cross-country meet in Fort Dodge earlier today and ran a career best, trying to get some statistics for that. But Gallus, a two-time War Eagle Conference champion on the cross-country side of things, and took home, I believe, 22nd place. Yeah, finished 22nd in 16 minutes, 57 seconds. Lucas Brown, a sophomore, also competed, finishing 80th with a time of 18 minutes and 3 seconds. Gallus, a multi-year participant at the state cross-country meet and a 2-time War Eagle Conference champion on the cross-country side. Congratulations to those two, especially to Gallus on a decorated running career, and we'll see him on the oval this upcoming spring for his career finale as a Royal on the track. We are going to take another commercial break, and then we should be back for some second half action as the teams have made their way onto the field. Wildcats in front, 28-14 in this one. We'll be back right after this with the second half kickoff here on FDS.
Floyd Valley Healthcare, we want you to travel somewhere fun, not to a doctor's appointment. Specialists, specialty clinics, and outpatient services bring advanced skills and training and make diagnostics and treatment capabilities more accessible, keeping care convenient and close to home. Working in step with your healthcare team, specialists communicate and collaborate to provide you and your family the care that you need. To learn more about specialty services, talk with your provider or visit floydvalley.org.
MHI and Cuso of Cherokee are on the move, expanding, and in need of residential treatment workers, psychiatric security specialists, and LPNs.
We deal with disorders that you can't see. You get to help people who are in desperate need of help. And helping those people actually helps the community as well.
The benefits here, I think, are top-notch. That was why I came here.
To learn more and to apply, visit governmentjobs.com.
Mike's Construction of Marcus is a second-generation general contractor who is a proud supporter of MMCRU, Royal Athletics, and academics. Mike's Construction can help build your dream home from the groundwork, starting with the foundation, to the detailed finish work on the inside. Take a minute to like Mike's Construction on Facebook and see some of the awesome work they have done, and keep them in mind for your next in-house project. Mike's Construction of Marcus. Go Royals!
Hungry and on the go? Stop by Mrs. B's in Remsen. Locally owned and operated for over 25 years, Mrs. B's has you covered. Coffee, shakes, hundreds of drink options, milk, eggs, and more. Want something hot? Try one of Mrs. B's famous made-from-scratch pizzas, or order one of Mrs. B's many appetizer and sandwich options. Don't forget about the chicken, fish, and pork chop dinners. Mrs. B's is a proud supporter of both MMCRU and Remsen St. Mary's schools. Stop by Mrs. B's today.
Back here in Mobile, the second half. Close to starting here. I believe Woodbury Central is going to receive the second half kickoff, leading this one 28-14. And the Woodbury Central offense scoring touchdowns on 3 consecutive possessions to finish off the first half. Really starting to get things clicking, and the Royals defense going to have to show some resistance if they want to get back into this ball game. A quick shout out to the Cherokee volleyball team, the Lady Braves, a 5-set thriller the other night in Cherokee to oust the MOC Floyd Valley. The Lady Braves ranked second in Class 3A, making their first appearance at the state volleyball tournament. Congratulations to them. It was once again great to have Fuller Digital Solutions following them and KCHE Radio, and they will follow them down to Coralville next week for their first round matchup. Congratulations to the Lady Braves. Here's Cody Evans coming on to kick it off. Once again, McGill and Butler back deep, and these two have been dangerous all night.
McGill and Butler deep for the Wildcats.
Looking to make a big play to start the second half here as Evans is going to kick into a slight northwest breeze. And the officials holding off here as we have some cars with headlights on in the front row of the parking lot to the south side of the field.
Anybody walking by that car, can you remind a car to turn off the headlights?
We're going to have a slight delay, hopefully. It's just a slight delay to the start of the second half until we can get some vehicles' headlights off. I'm sure we got a few people going back to the cars to try to warm up for the second half of this one, and you can't blame them. It's 33 degrees at kickoff tonight, making it 32. And it's dropped down a couple of degrees since, down to 30. Players jumping around on the field trying to keep loose and keep warm. And everybody makes a little noise after the headlights are turned off, and the second half is going to get underway. Woodbury Central, a 2-touchdown lead. As we start the third quarter, Royals in their road whites, Woodbury Central in their home blues, both teams with the same color scheme. The exact reason why you make home and away uniforms, so they don't look the exact same. Here's Evans on a short kick taken at the 30. Here's Monk. He makes a couple of cuts. He returns it across the 45 to the 47. And Woodbury Central continues to end up with great field possession due to special teams. The return game has been huge tonight, and it's going to be big here as the Wildcats' great starting field possession at their own 47-yard line to start the second half. Here's Klunder out of the shotgun. Play action. Going to throw it. Here's Lloyd. Lloyd, a couple of blocks, crosses midfield, hits the ball. He's jarred loose on a hit. Cowling jars it loose, and MMCRU falls on it at the 40-yard line. And it was Lloyd, and the freshman made a couple of moves in space, and Cowling put a shoulder pad into him. Didn't exactly wrap up, but the ball went flying out. I didn't see who had the recovery, but the Royals jump on it, and they'll have it 1st and 10 at their own 40. And the second turnover of the night for Woodbury Central. The last one, an interception from Klunder, came on 4th down. It didn't do much damage. Now the Royals will have it 1st and 10. Good field possession. Here's Peterson out of the gun. Gives it to Mulder. Mulder, a couple of jump cuts. He'll take it to the 42 for 2. Mulder had 45 yards rushing in the first half on 12 carries.
Gain of 2, 2nd and 8.
And if you're MMCRU playing from behind, you don't want to get too one-dimensional because the Wildcats just too good defensively. Try to come back just throwing the football. You got to establish some sort of a running game yet. They get 2 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 8. Here's an option right side. Peterson pitches to Mulder. Good containment from the Wildcats on the far side. Mulder picks up 2 more, but that's it. And it'll be 3rd and 6 out at the 44. MMCRU had good success with that option to the left side in the first half. Mulder picked up about 12. He gets just 2 there, and now a 3rd and 6 coming up at their own 44-yard line for the Royals. Peterson looks left. Now he goes back to the left. He rolls out. He throws it deep, and it's intercepted. And slipping and falling it at the own 35-yard line is Monk. And Sam Monk having a fantastic night. A couple of touchdown catches, and now an interception, and the Royals give it right back. As Sam Monk picks it off, he slips down at his own 35, but the Wildcats come up with a defensive stop, and they'll have it 1st and 10 for their second drive here of the second half.
35-yard line.
Klunder has 3 receivers left, 1 right. Gives it to Butler. Makes a cut up the middle. First guy misses. I think it was maybe Prescott in there, had an opportunity to tackle, missed it, but Butler is wrapped up by Dawson Pick after a gain of 3 up to the 38. Wildcats, they establish a running game. They can milk this clock out here in the second half. There's Lloyd again on the catch in the flat, and he's got the first down across the 45 to the 46. That the first catch of the night for Lloyd. Good enough for 8 yards. And Clunder now gives it to Butler. He tries getting outside, not much there, and John Schmellen there to wrap him up and take him down. A loss of 2 back to the 44.
79, I believe. No. No gain.
I say maybe a loss of just 1 back to the 45. And now a penalty on MMCRU. It's a 5-yard penalty. They're going to call an illegal substitution. Must have had 12 guys on the field is certainly a possibility. So the loss of a yard on the carry is wiped out, and the Wildcats have it 1st and 5 across midfield at the Royals 49.
Royal territory at about the 49.
A good catch by the officials there as MMCRU one too many guys. 1st and 5, Clunder out of the shotgun. Play action, throws. It's intercepted at the line of scrimmage. Mulder jumps up, picks it off. It's a foot race down the left sideline. And Clunder pushes him out of bounds. We'll see where they mark it. And a slant on that left side. Mulder playing defensive end, didn't swat it down, jumped up and came away with it. And Clunder was the only one that realized it. Able to push him out of bounds, but the return all the way down to the Wildcats' 10-yard line. And MMCRU in business after the Wildcats' 3rd turnover. Boy, you don't see that often. Especially Clunder, as hard as he throws the ball, that thing must have stuck in Mulder's face mask. Royals out of the power I. Give to Mulder, and he is tripped up at the 9. Maybe a yard is all. .840 to go in the 3rd quarter. And MMCRU has forced 2 second-half turnovers on 2 Wildcat drives. And a touchdown here would cut the deficit to 7. 2nd and goal from the 9. Peterson out of the pistol. Play action. Rolls right. Dumps it down. A diving attempt in the end zone is incomplete. The intended receiver is Michael Peterson.
I believe incomplete.
It looked like Mulder might have leaked out into the flat and was open on a dump down, but Peterson still struggling on the completion percentage tonight. Now 3rd and goal at the 9. Peterson all day to throw. Now he does throw it across the middle. Caught! Touchdown, MMCRU! Kyler Bork on the reception. And a big 3rd down conversion for the Royals. And senior Kyler Bork comes away with the catch from 9 yards out. And MMCRU within a touchdown. It's 28-20 at the 8:07 mark of the 3rd quarter. What a throw from Peterson, throwing it sidearm. Pretty small window, and Bork able to corral it under some pretty good coverage there by McGill. Here's Evans on for the point after attempt. Evans' kick is low, but good. 8:07 to go. 3rd quarter, Woodbury Central 28, MMCRU 21. We'll be back after this on FDS and 1440 KCHE.
Probably the biggest thing that we do a little bit different than a lot of schools is the live work side of the world. So when we teach our students, we actually, if you look around the shop and see what they're working on, in most cases, it's a customer car, and so they get real-world application.
Our engineering design program is basically drawing components, manufacturing of the components, and then we get into the inspection of the components. So they got to create it, make it, and inspect it just as they would in industry.
Woodbury Central ranks second in Class A, leading MMCRU 28-21 in this round of 16 here in Mobile tonight. The Wildcats led 28-7, a minute to go before halftime. The Royals scored right before the half, and now a second turnover here in the second half. The Royals cash in on a 9-yard passing catch from Peterson to Bork, and it's 28-21. Here's Evans set to kick off. That one's kicked short. Monk is going to take it at the 32 again, and he's tripped up at the 40. Gage Johnson on the Royals tackle. The Royals are content with kicking it short and just allowing them to start at their own 40-yard line, which has been better than the alternative. Woodbury Central trying to get this offense on track. Klunder had been so efficient in the second quarter, trying to get the offense going again. .8:03 to go, third quarter, and the Wildcats with the ball. 1st and 10 at their own 41-yard line. Klunder out of the shotgun. Gives to Butler. Not much there, and the MMCRU front four stops Butler for a 2-yard loss back to the 39. Bring up 2nd and 12.
Number 53 on the stop. 7. Watch and run. 2nd and 11.
The Royals fans on the far side making noise, trying to change the momentum of this one as they've clawed back into it. 2nd and 12, Klunder out of the shotgun. Looks, now he's under pressure, throws deep across the middle. Incomplete. Pass intended for Lloyd on the deep post. Gage Johnson in coverage all the way at the MMCRU 30-yard line. Boy, Klunder has some mustard on that toss. Lloyd, a speedster. He gets behind the defense. He's gone. Now a 3rd and 12 coming up for the Wildcat offense. Both sides getting loud. Here comes a blitz. Throw it on the out route. Caught. Made the first man miss. Crossed the 50. First down, Woodbury Central by McGill. And McGill out in the flat. Michael Peterson had the chance to make the tackle short of the line to gain. Can't do it. McGill on a 19-yard catch. And it's 1st and 10 Wildcats at the Royals 42. That a big play for the Wildcats offense. Now Klunder on a QB sweep or draw, and he's hit hard and dropped by Brayson Mulder after a 2-yard gain. Now the Royals going to try to sub a couple of defensive linemen out to keep some fresh legs. 2nd and 8 at the Royals 40. Klunder out of the shotgun. Gives to Butler. He gets outside across the 40. And a couple of Royals in on the tackle. It's Bork and Schmellen taking him down at the 37. A gain of about 3 is all. And brings up 3rd and a long 5.
3rd and about 6.
Four down territory for the Wildcats. 3rd and a long 5 at the Royals 37-yard line. Klunder looks over to the sidelines to get the call out of the pistol formation. 2 receivers right, 2 left. Play action, throws it to Lloyd. He's got a block on the edge. 1st down as he gets to the 30. Inside the 30 and pushed out of bounds at the... Now they'll mark it right at it. And another 3rd down conversion for the Wildcat offense. That one a gain of 7. It's 1st and 10 at the MMCRU 30-yard line. Lloyd has been big here in the second half. Here's the give. No, Klender keeps it. He's got the edge, makes a cut, crosses the 20. Tackle made by Cowling, but it's another Wildcat first down. That a 13-yard gain down to the 17. The best run of the night for Drew Klender. First and 10, Woodbury Central. That one will go to Butler, and he's going to get inside the 15 down to the 11.
By Johnson.
5:20 to go, third quarter. Woodbury Central in front, 28-21. Wildcats driving. They have it 2nd and 3 at the Royals 12-yard line. Here's the give to Butler, and he stood up at the line of scrimmage. Nowhere to go. He might have lost one, actually. He did.
No.
That the 20th carry of the night.
No gain, 3rd and about 5.
For Butler. 3rd and 5 at the Royals 12-yard line. Make it the 13. Jackson for score, a freshman in the backfield with Klender. QB draw the whole way. Klender's tackled on the backside and dropped. No gain on 3rd and 5. As Prescott in on the tackle with Dawson Pick. And now maybe loss of another half yard. Now a 4th and 5 coming up for the Wildcats in the red zone. They were stopped once here in the first half. A big play with 4 minutes to go in the third quarter. Woodbury Central up by a touchdown and looking for more. Klender, play action, throws out to the flat. It's caught, hit, breaking the tackle, touchdown Woodbury Central. It was Sam Monk breaking the first tackle attempt. Bounces off the tackler and able to jog into the end zone from there. And Woodbury Central answers on a big 60-yard touchdown drive. Klender to Monk, his 3rd touchdown catch of the night. And the junior wide receiver, Sam Monk, has a hat trick. Here's Lloyd, point after, up and good. Woodbury Central 35, MMCRU 21, 3:48 to go third quarter. We'll be right back after these messages from our sponsors.
The Remsen Farmers Co-op has been serving you for over a century. They are a full-service co-op providing area livestock producers with land o'lakes and canned feed. And take advantage of their full-service agronomy center for all your crop production needs to maximize your yield. They also buy and sell grain and offer grain drying. Remsen Farmers Co-op with years of experience and ready for the future.
Woodbury Central 35, MMCRU 21. With 3:48 to go in the third quarter, the Wildcats go 60 yards and respond on a 14-yard pass and catch from Drew Klender to Sam Monk, the junior wide receiver. A 4th down conversion and another big one for Woodbury Central. Punch that one in. Sam Monk, the junior receiver, came in tonight with just 2 touchdown catches on the season. He's got 3 alone in this one to go along with that interception here early in the third quarter. Lloyd kicks off. Taken back at his own 5-yard line is Brayson Mulder. He goes down the right sideline. Mulder has a little room, and he'll be thrown out of bounds at about close to the 35-yard line.
By King.
King on the tackle for Woodbury Central.
Royals will have it 1st and 10. They're on territory at the 35.
If you're just joining us, Woodbury Central led this one 28-7. MMCRU scored back-to-back touchdowns, but the Wildcats just responded and now lead 35-21. Peterson gives to Mulder. Mulder squirts through the line. He'll pick up. Give Mulder about 3 to the 38. on that carry.
2nd and about 7.
2nd and 7 coming up for the Royals. Both teams trying to establish a little bit of a running game, even though they both want to air it out. That's the 16th carry of the night for Mulder for 53 yards. Cowling on the end around gets the call. A couple of good blocks, and Cowling will pick up.
Cowling around the right side.
Crosses the 40, and he's pushed out of bounds at about the 42. And now a third and 3 coming up. Cowling with his first carry of the night. Third and 3 for the Royals at their own 42-yard line. Power I formation. Here's the give to Mulder. He just short of the first down. He lunges forward, and he's going to be marked at the 44. He needed the 45, and it brings up 4th and 1. Roberts was the fullback, and he slipped coming out of his stance. May have costed an extra yard for the Royals. 4th and 1, MMCRU at their own 44. The offense on the field. This a huge play with 2:25 to go, third quarter. Peterson on a QB sneak, and the mark on the far side, I think they're going to give it to him as Peterson does have it. He's laying on the ground. They're going to bring it back to just over the 45. It's a first down on a 1-yard carry. Should say a 1-yard sneak for Jonah Peterson.
1st and 10.
Royals move the sticks, and it's 1st and 10 at their own 45. Wildcats trying to keep everything in front of them. Safety's playing back off the ball about 12 yards. Royals out of a pistol formation. Peterson looks deep. Now he goes to his right. Throws it deep. He's got a man behind the defense. It's Johnson, but that one way too much mustard on it. And a flag on the far side at the Woodbury Central 48-yard line. Line of scrimmage is on the MMCRU 45. About 7 yards downfield. We may have an illegal man downfield, possibly. The official's still talking about it. And here's the call. We're going to call a hold, a defensive hold on Woodbury Central. And that a 10-yard penalty, so it goes from the MMCRU 45 to the Woodbury Central 45. I don't know if one of the receivers got held out of his break. The flag was thrown about 8 yards downfield. So it results in a first down. Royals on the Woodbury Central side of the 50. Here's Mulder on the carry. He's got room across the 40. A big hit from McGill. But the sophomore picks up 11 to the 34, and it's a first down.
Another first down.
One of the better runs of the night for Mulder. 1st and 10 Royals at the Woodbury Central 34-yard line. 1:30 to go, third quarter. The Royals trying to respond after a Woodbury Central touchdown. Peterson keeps it, tries to run off the left side. He had something there, but cut it back into the middle of the line. Nothing there, and he might have lost a yard. Looked like Peterson had the edge if he so chooses to take it, but decided not to.
Short loss, we'll call it 2nd and 11.
2nd and 11 coming up after the 1-yard loss, back to the 35. Clock under a minute to go here, third quarter. 2nd and 11 for the Royals on the Woodbury Central 35-yard line. Out of the pistol, throwing short, drop by Peterson on the far side. A hitch route, and Michael Peterson drops it. Now a 3rd and long coming up. See, the Royals are trying to get half of it there, but are unsuccessful. Clock stops with 40 seconds to go. Here in the third quarter. 2 receivers left, 2 right. Peterson out of the pistol formation. 3rd and 11. Throws. Nope. Pump fakes. Now he goes deep. He's got a man behind the defense. Caught in the back of the end zone. Touchdown, MMCRU. Michael Peterson.
Out by Peterson. Peterson.
The back of the end zone.
For the Royals.
And the Royals respond at the last minute of the third quarter. 31 seconds to go in the third frame. And a 35-yard passing catch from Jonah Peterson to Michael Peterson, and the Royals respond right back. These two quarterbacks, we expected a shootout tonight. It took a little bit to get going, but here we are. Evans on the extra point attempt. It's up and good. 31 seconds to go, third quarter. Woodbury Central leads 35-28. We'll be back after this commercial break here on FDS and 1440 KCHE.
Schmelling Construction is a general excavating company that specializes in farm drainage, terraces, waterways, demolition, and concrete asphalt recycling. They are a proud supporter of the local school district and community. Schmelling Construction is a family-owned business that has been going strong since 1977. Visit them online at schmellingconstruction.com and be sure to like them on Facebook.
Woodbury Central in front 35-28 over MMCRU. The Royals strike back on a 35-yard passing catch from Jonah Peterson to Michael Peterson. At Michael Peterson's first touchdown of the night receiving.
To Kickoff for the Royals.
The junior Peterson, his 7th receiving touchdown of the season. And the deficit has been cut in half yet again. The Royals back within a touchdown at 35-28. Here's Evans on to kick off. Back deep, Armagill and Butler. This one's going to be squibbed on the ground, taken at the 35. Across the 40 and stopped at the 42-yard line. A host of Royals. That return.
Takes it to the 41, brought down by number 16, Alish.
There's White Alish on the tackle for MMCRU. The return for Woodbury Central by number 17, Colby Gilbert. The Wildcats have it. 1st and 10 at their own 42-yard line. Klunder leads the offense back onto the field. Butler gets the carry on first down. He picks up a couple, maybe. Grant Prescott in on the tackle with Mitchell Schnepf.
Short gain, 2nd and 9.
Give Butler just a 1-yard gain there. That's the 21st carry of the night for Butler for 85 yards. And the Wildcats content with letting it run down. At the end of 3, Woodbury Central leads this one 35-28. We'll be back with the final quarter after this here on FDS and 1440 KCHE.
You're going to love the view of a Screen Builder's designed outdoor leisure living space. Whether an all-season room, 3-season room, deck, or patio, Screen Builders offers easy installation and a reliable warranty. From construction of new spaces to providing shade to existing spaces or adding Easy Breeze panels to your screen room, start your project at screenbuilders.com and enjoy the views you've been missing.
Call Screen Builders, you're gonna love the view.
Back here in Moville, Woodbury Central ranked number 2 in Class A. The Wildcats have been the class of Class A in Northwest Iowa the last 2 years. You just as well include this year as well. Woodbury Central has made it to the semifinals each of the last 2 seasons, trying to do it for a 3rd year in a row. MMCRU, their first playoff appearance in school history, trying to stay around for a while. The upstart Royals hanging around, down by as many as 3 touchdowns with a minute to go in the first half, have outscored Woodbury Central 21-7 since, and now just a touchdown down in this one. They do need a defensive stop to make this one even tighter, but we're in for a good finish here at the start of the fourth quarter. Wildcat football, 2nd and 9 at their own 44. Here's Drew Klunder out of the pistol formation. A hard count, almost got the far side of the Royals defensive line to jump. 2 receivers left, 2 right. Klunder back at his own 39. Quick pass to the flat and eaten up right there. The Royals were aggressive on that. It looked like Bork and Cowling in on the tackle. Make that Gage Johnson. That a 1-yard loss back to the 43. And now a 3rd and 10 for the Wildcats offense. Here's Lloyd on the catch. Woodbury Central has converted on 3rd and 4th down several times in this one, especially from long distance. Here's another one, 3rd and 10. Klunder looks, he's got time, throws, it's deflected, almost intercepted in the backfield by Dawson Pick. An incomplete pass from Klunder, and it brings up 4th and 10. And the Royals front 4, if you're not going to get to him, at least get your hands up, and it's worked a couple times tonight. Now 4th and 10 as the Wildcats line up to punt. Cowling and Bork back deep for the Royals. This punt hit low off the side of the foot, and it's going to go roll dead at about the 37-yard line. That punt nets about 20 yards is all. So the Royals are going to have it 1st and 10 at their own 30, I think at the 37-yard line, down by 7. An opportunity to tie this one up. Can't believe we're saying that after what happened in the second quarter, the onslaught by the Wildcats. Here's Peterson out of the pistol. Give to Mulder. Mulder crosses the 40 and pushed out of bounds. This is marked out at about the 43. Give Mulder 5 on that carry. The 19th carry of the night for Brayson Mulder for 71 yards. These teams have been very, very similar here in the second half. Butler and Mulder rushing the football, Klunder and Peterson passing it. 2nd and 5, Royals at their own 43. Peterson looks left, throws, caught across midfield, lowering his shoulder, and being escorted out of bounds is Michael Peterson. Back-to-back catches from Peterson. This one goes to the Wildcats' 45-yard line, 1st and 10 Royals.
Enter Wildcat territory at the 45.
Michael Peterson starting to heat up. That a gain of 12. 1st and 10 at the Woodbury Central 45. Mulder, a stretch play, makes a cut. He takes it down to the 40 on a 5-yard gain. Looks like McGillen on the tackle. Number 17, Colby Gilbert, a senior, also over there. Fourth quarter, 10:45 to go. Woodbury Central, a 35-28 lead over MMCRU. The Royals have it 2nd and 5 at the Wildcats 40. Here's Mulder on the carry. He's going to fall forward for a couple. I'll bring up 3rd and short.
And Gilbert on the tackle.
Tackle for the Wildcats, Brody Bramer, a sophomore defensive lineman, in on the play. That a 2-yard gain. It brings up 3rd and 3. Mulder's 21st carry of the night. Who's going to have more gas left in the tank at the end of this one? Peterson looks right, throws short. Bork on the catch, and I think he's short of the first down. He needed the 35, and they're going to mark it at the 37. And it was Lloyd and Butler coming up to make the tackle quickly on Bork. And now a 4th and 2 for MMCRU. Wildcats. Fans on their feet making some noise. 4th and 2 Royals at the Woodbury Central 37. Peterson out of the pistol. Play action. Looks to the flat. He's got Cowling. Caught at the 30. First down. And Cowling is thrown down on the far sideline. And Jonah Peterson on a play action hooks up with Jace Cowling for 7 yards, and it's a 4th down conversion for the Royals offense.
4th down on the 30 for the Royals.
First and 10 Royals at the Woodbury Central 30. That stretch run play to the left side. Mulder again makes a first guy miss, but he's escorted out of bounds. This time at the 25, but once again a 5-yard gain for Mulder on first down.
Gain of about 4, 2nd and 6.
The Royals starting to have some consistent success on the ground. 2 receivers right, 2 left out of the pistol. 2nd and 5, play action. Peterson looks right, throws back across the field. Jump catch is Bork across the 20. First down. Bork high points it in traffic. Butler and McGill there to sandwich him, but he holds on at the 19, and that a gain of 11. And now you're seeing the Royals receivers start to make some plays, and Peterson stringing some completions together. 1st and 10, mark it right at the 20. A hard count. Wildcats flinch. Here's Mulder off the right side, gets outside. Good containment for the Wildcats on the near side. Looks like Gilbert and Lloyd over there. Mulder able to pick up. Give Mulder 3 to the 17 on that carry. Round of 16 matchup tonight. Had a feeling these are 2 of the better teams in Northwest Iowa in this class. And MMCRU trying to pull off the upset of number 2 Woodbury Central. 8:15 to go. Royals with the ball inside the 20. Mulder, left side. Positive yards as he's tackled at about the 13-yard line. It's going to bring up a third. Mark it at the 12. 3rd and 3 coming up for the Royals. Gilbert on the tackle yet again. Here's handoff to Roberts out of the fullback position. He's going to get maybe a yard. So the 4th and 3 now turns to 4th and 2 at the 11. The clock continues to run. That's the first carry of the night for Roberts. Now it's 4th and 2. The clock continues to run. 7:20 and counting. 4th and 2 at the Wildcats. 11-yard line. The Royals have already converted 1 4th down on this drive. Peterson under center. QB sneak. There's an initial surge, then he's pushed back. And we'll see where they mark it. I think he's short. He needed 2. And they're going to mark it right at the 10-yard line. I think he's short of the first down. And they're going to call an official's timeout for measurement. Looked like the sticks were just inside the 10. We're going to measure this one, though. Right at the 7-minute mark here in the 4th quarter. 35-28. Wildcats leading. Holding on for dear life. Here's the pull of the chain. And he is short by about a half a yard. And the Wildcat defense comes up with a stop on a 4th and 1.5 yards. Peterson is short, and Woodbury Central will take over 1st and 10 at their own 10-yard line. Royals had it at 3rd and 3. Roberts only a yard, and Peterson another yard, but they needed another half yard, and now the Wildcats have it 1st and 10. Here's a blitz. Klunder pumps. Now he goes deep to the slot guy. McGill's behind the defense. He makes the catch over Bork all the way out to the 40-yard line. Klunder connects with McGill for 30 yards, make it 31. And Woodbury Central, a big play to get out of the shadow of their own end zone. And now McGill's down. I think he's just cramping up. We're going to go ahead and take a commercial break with them. 6:52 to go in this one. Woodbury Central a 35-28 lead. And actually, we're going to keep it here as McGill able to get up and walk off under his own power. That a 31-yard gain all the way out to the 41-yard line.
Wildcats will have it 1st and 10 out about the 41-yard line.
Wildcats have it 1st and 10 at their own 41. A 7-point lead in the ball. Klunder warms his hands, now takes the snap. Butler right up the middle, and he is dropped after give him a yard. Like Bijic in there with Grant Prescott on the tackle.
2nd and 8.
We're going to give Butler 2 on that carry. Clock down to 6:10. The Wildcats content with letting the play clock run down. Trying to string this one out. 2nd and 8 at their own 42. Here's give to Butler. Nope, Klunder keeps it. He breaks a tackle at the line of scrimmage across midfield for a 1st down. Peterson makes the tackle, but Klunder to the MMCRU 47-yard line. That a gain of 11. 1st and 10 Wildcats. You got the big play to get out from their own end zone. Now they're trying to establish that running game to make this a long touchdown drive to finish it off. 5:30 to go on the clock. 1st and 10 at the Royals 47. Here's Klunder. He does give it to Butler. Butler hit at the 45. He's still going and finally dropped Michael Peterson on the tackle. A 2-yard gain for Butler on that carry. 2nd and 8. This has been everything we expected. MMCRU trying to pull off the upset bid, just having to stay close. Give yourself a chance to win this game at the end. Woodbury Central, the strength is their offense, and they have it on the field, trying to close this one out. 2nd and 8 at the Royals 45. Here's Klunder out of the shotgun. Gives it to Butler. Butler's dropped for a 2-yard loss. That's back to the original line of scrimmage. John Schmelin in there. Mitchell Schnepp. And it looked like Stefan, maybe Mulder also in there. 3rd and 10. And maybe 4-down territory for the Wildcats. Clock down to 4:15 and counting. Klunder, an option left side, pitches it off. Butler across the 40, and he is close to the 1st down. Where are they going to mark this thing? And they're going to mark it all the way up to the 36, and I think they're going to give him a 1st down. He needed 10, and I think he got 11.
36-yard line, Royal territory, 1st and 10 Wildcats.
An 11-yard gain for Butler on an option on 3rd and 10. The clock continues, being pushed out of bounds. It stops at 4:06. 1st and 10. Klunder gives it to Butler up the middle. He's going to get a yard to the 35. How about Zach Butler, the junior running back? Over 1,000 yards on the season tonight. His 26th carry for 99 yards. Been an absolute workhorse. MMCRU, I believe, has all 3 timeouts left. Clock down to 3:30. 2nd and 9. Wildcats at the Royals' 35-yard line. Here's Klunder on the keeper. He gets the edge, and he's still going, and he crosses the 30 to the 28. And that a 7-yard gain for Klunder. Should bring up a 3rd and 2.
Bring up 3rd and short 2.
Just when the Royals start to sell out on Butler in the middle, Klunder pulls it out, breaks containment enough. Now a 3rd and 2 coming up for the Wildcats offense. Clock down to 2:40. Here's the give. Butler, contact in the backfield. He's dropped back at the 30 and a 2-yard loss. And the Royals will use their first timeout with 2:31 to go. And a 4th and 4 coming up for the Woodbury Central offense. Butler loses a couple on that carry. We're going to keep it here. 2:31 to go. Woodbury Central a 35-28 lead. And they're going to have it 4th and 4 at the MMCRU 30-yard line. Zach Butler, 27 carries on the night for 97 yards. Junior running back trying to ice this one. Winner advances to Friday night's quarterfinal against the winner of Logan Magnolia and Akron Westfield. Last check of that, Logan Magnolia is up by a couple of touchdowns in Lamar's. This could be the ball game. 2:31 to go. 4th and 4 for the 2nd-ranked Woodbury Central Wildcats. Klunder out of the shotgun. On the hard count, the Royals don't jump. Ball at the 30. Woodbury Central needs the 26 for 1st down. Klunder, play action, looking, throws. It's intercepted. It's Parker Glassmaker at the interception, and he returns it to the 34-yard line. And MMCRU forces their 3rd turnover here in the 2nd half, and they're going to have a shot to tie this one and maybe even win it with 2:23 to go. They have to go 67 yards as the ball is marked at the 33-yard line. To pull off the upset, you just had to put yourself in a position, and here we are. First and 10. Peterson out of the pistol. Looks short, throws. Michael Peterson the catch, and he stopped right there at the 38. Peterson a gain of 4.
2nd and 7.
Second and 6 at the 38. Clock continues to run. Peterson looks left. Now he's going to scramble, throws it away, and it's over the head of Cowling. Good coverage there from the Wildcats secondary. Butler over there in coverage with Monk and Klunder. Clock down to 1:50 and a 3rd and 6 coming up. Royals working left to right. They have a little bit of a breeze at their back on this final drive. Peterson looks across the middle, incomplete on a pass, and now a late flag comes out. The pass was intended for Bork. It was wide, and one of the secondary players, Woodbury Central, made contact, and now another late flag comes out.
Flag on the play.
And this could be a huge turning point. These are the games you find out what you're made of when you're finally in one of these close ball games. Woodbury Central finds themselves in a dogfight. MMCRU trying to hang in there. A personal foul on the late hit and an unsportsmanlike, which is a dead ball. So that's going to be 30 yards worth of penalties. And the ball was at the 38-yard line. They're going to walk this one off. 1:46 to go. MMCRU down by 7 with the football. In the back-to-back penalties, we're going to walk this all the way to the Woodbury Central 32-yard line. Everybody here is on their feet. Final 2 minutes. Royals with the ball at the Woodbury Central 32-yard line, trailing by a touchdown. Here's Peterson out of the pistol formation. Looks left. Throws left. An incomplete pass intended for Bork. It's Kyler Bork. Sailed high, incomplete. Coverage over there by Sam Monk. We'll take that back. The Royals' intended receiver across the middle on that late hit was not Bork, it was Parker Luch. Second and 10. Royals with the football and a chance to tie or maybe even win this one. Peterson gives it to Mulder on the right side. Mulder hurdles a guy, and now a penalty's coming, and it may be on Mulder for hurdling. He's knocked out of bounds at the 26 on a 7-yard run, but Mulder may get a penalty on him for hurdling the defender. It is a personal foul. As much as your instincts make you want to do that, you cannot per the rules. And this personal foul, I believe they're going to mark it. We'll see how they mark this penalty. So I'm not real familiar with it. The penalty happened at about the 28-yard line, and they're going to mark off 15 yards. So this goes all the way back to the 40. We'll mark it at the 44. And a tough call, but the right call. Replay the down. Second and 23. Make it second 22 at the 44-yard line. Peterson out of the pistol. Looks left, throws left. Bork with the catch at the 37. Cuts into the middle of the field. He'll break the 30 and gets it back to about the 28-yard line. That a 16-yard gain on the catch by Kyler Bork. Exactly what you need to do in a second long situation. 1:10 to go. Royals in the huddle. 3rd and 6 at the 27-yard line. Peterson looks. Now he's got to scramble. He makes a man miss. He's got some room to run it, and he will. Peterson runs out of bounds right at the sticks. That'll stop the clock, and it picks up a first down. Peterson uses his legs to pick up 7, mark it at the 21-yard line. And the clock stops with 50 seconds to go. If you got a weak heart, this one isn't for you. We're in for 8. Great finish. 1st and 10 at the 21. Peterson looks, throws to the end zone. Caught! Incomplete, in and out of the hands of Peterson. He had Monk beat. I think he was worried about getting his feet down in the back of the end zone. And now the official slipped. You can see the footing on the playing surface becoming a bit of a problem.
Second down.
That, through the hands of Michael Peterson, and incomplete. 44 seconds to go, 2nd and 10. 35-28, Woodbury Central in front. Peterson looks, throws right, caught by Bork. Inside the 10, he's still going all the way down to the 5. 1st and goal with 38 seconds to go. That, a 16-yard catch down to the 5. Royals have 2 timeouts. They're huddling. Clock down to 33 seconds. Out of the shotgun. Now, Royals trying to get a timeout from the sidelines. They're going to have to run a play. No, they did get the timeout. A delayed call, but as Coach Kyle Oswald sprinting down the far sideline trying to get a timeout called. And it's granted. 23 seconds to go. It's going to be 1st and goal at the 5. Wow. MMCRU using their 2nd timeout. And maybe not the worst idea, just to try to get everybody on the same page, rather than running so many plays in a row and letting fatigue set in to make a mistake. Woodbury Central, by far the closest ball game they've had this year. They did win their opener 27-24 against Lawton Bronson. Since then, it's been a bit of blowout city. MMCRU blew that 3-touchdown lead at Akron Westfield a few weeks back. This good enough to be a quarterfinal ball game, but we're getting it in the round of 16 tonight. And the Royals an opportunity to knock off the number 2 team in the state. Woodbury Central led this one 28-7 at one point. They're trying to hold on. Out of the timeout. 28 seconds to go. 1st and goal, MMCRU at the 5-yard line. Peterson out of the shotgun. Play action. Rolls right. Trying to look back to his left. Nothing there. And he's going to get sacked all the way back to the 20-yard line. And now the Royals are going to have to use their last timeout with 18 seconds to go. And the one thing you could not afford to do is take a loss there. And Peterson a little shaken up on the play as well. I think he might have got a knee to the back when he went to the ground.
Timeout on the field.
And the play, Woodbury Central's defense makes a huge play out on the edge. And with 18 seconds to go, the Royals use their final timeout. What a ball game this one's been. 2 very good football teams. Somebody trying to make the play to win it. It's going to be 2nd and goal. They mark it at about the 17-yard line. On a cold night, it took a little bit to get these offenses going. Woodbury Central got a huge jolt in the 2nd quarter, scoring 3 times. MMCRU has chipped away here in the 2nd half, and now down by just 7. Only 19 seconds to go, and they're out of timeouts. You either got to get out of bounds or in the end zone. Peterson out of the shotgun. Looks left. Pump and go. He goes to Bork in the end zone. Incomplete in the back corner. A little bit of contact, but not enough to warrant a flag by any means. Pretty good coverage on that far side. Klunder came over on safety help, but Sam Monk right there step for step with Bork. Down to 13 seconds. And if you're going to throw short, you have to get out of bounds or this one's over. And now Woodbury Central, MMCRU is going to use a timeout. So that'll be the Royals' final timeout. I think the timeout right before the 1st and goal at the 5 that might have went to Woodbury Central instead of the Royals. We are going to take this one with just 13 seconds to go. We're going to head to a quick commercial break. We'll be right back with the ending of this one right here on FDS and 1440 KCHE.
United Bank of Iowa is proud to support MMCRU sports. As Iowa's #1 ag bank for the past 19 years, we are committed to agriculture and rural Iowa. If you need financing for your farm, home, or vehicle, our lenders are ready to listen. We understand that families and students are busy, so download our app and you can do your banking while you're on the go. Our staff in Marcus and Cleghorn are committed to building strong connections in their communities and look forward to serving you. The difference is here at United Bank of Iowa, with offices in 35 locations in West Central Iowa. Member FDIC.
Back here in Moville, a round of 16 matchup between the second-ranked Woodbury Central Wildcats and the MMCRU Royals. Woodbury Central 35-28 leads this one with just 13 seconds to go. And a 3rd and goal at the 17. Here's Jonah Peterson out of the shotgun. Peterson looks, throws it to the end zone on a post. Incomplete, but a flag flies from the back judge and the far side judge. And I think the intended receiver might have been grabbed across the middle. And the 6 seconds to go, and now the officials are going to have some discussions here. And if that's the call, it's not the worst case scenario for Woodbury Central. You're better off to have a flag than give up the pass play. And it is a defensive pass and interference on the Wildcats. So it will give MMCRU a 1st down, so the down does not matter at this point, which with just 6 seconds to go, it's not going to, but the half distance to the goal puts this one at the 8-yard line. 6 seconds to go. Ball at the 8. This could be the final play of the game. Peterson out of the shotgun yet again. 3 receivers right. He looks right. He's got time. Now he pump fakes, keeps the play alive, rolls to his right. He's got a man back of the end zone. Caught! And the officials are looking at each other. No call made. Not yet. They're still talking. Bork made the catch. Was he in bounds? And I think he might have went out of bounds and was the first one to touch it. But boy, from this angle, you're not going to see it. And they're going to call it an incomplete pass. Oh my goodness. And the clock is at zeros. And on the final play of the game, Woodbury Central holds on with a 35-28 victory. Unbelievable finish to a great ball game. Senior Kyler Bork makes a catch in the back of the end zone for a touchdown. And they're going to say he went out of bounds and came back in, was the first person to touch it, making it an incomplete pass. And you hate to see a game like this end that way, but it is, and Woodbury Central is going to win this one 35-28. The Wildcats advance to next Friday night's quarterfinal matchup. I believe against Logan Magnolia as they knocked off Akron Westfield tonight. That one will be right back here in Moville. Final score, Woodbury Central 35, MMCRU 28. We're going to take a commercial break. Be back with the FDS and KCHE post-game show after this here on Fuller Digital Solutions and 1440 AM.
Next level internet leads to a next level experience. So up your game with Westel Systems Fiber Internet. With internet speeds up to 1 gigabite per second, you can stream videos and play games without the annoyances of bufferings or delays. Westel goes above and beyond to make their customers' experience as hassle-free as possible, with exceptional 24/7 technical support and a reliable network so you can relax and do the things you enjoy. Explore what Westel has to offer at westelsystems.com. Get more out of your money and see what Westel Systems can do for you.
MHI and Cuso of Cherokee are on the move, expanding, and in need of residential treatment workers, psychiatric security specialists, and LPNs.
We deal with disorders that you can't see. You get to help people who are in desperate need of help. And helping those people actually helps the community as well.
The benefits here, I think, are top-notch. That was why I came here.
To learn more and to apply, visit governmentjobs.com.
There's two things we can control every morning when we wake up. All right, those two things don't take any athletic ability. It's attitude and effort. Let's get started here. Let's go. Let's have a day.
When you go home, you'll feel good about what you did, and you know you're doing it for the kids. If they don't have us, they don't have these games.
Welcome back here to the Fuller Digital Solutions and KCHE post-game show. Final score in Mobile tonight in a round of 16 matchup. It was an absolute beauty, but Woodbury Central advances with a 35-28 win over MMCRU. Let's get to some statistics here. First for the winners from Woodbury Central. Unofficial stats, of course, but Drew Klunder, a fantastic quarterback, multi-year starter for Woodbury Central, finishes 17 of 24 for 5 TDs and 3 interceptions on the night. Leading receiver was Eric McGill, a couple of touchdowns for McGill, and 140 yards receiving. 3 touchdowns for Sam Monk. Monk came into tonight with just two touchdowns on the season. He has 3 tonight on 5 catches for 88 yards. Butler had a catch for 15 yards. Lloyd, 3 catches for 14 yards. Zach Butler led the ground game for the Wildcats. 27 carries on the night, 97 yards. Klunder, 7 carries for 54 yards. Did a little bit of work on the ground, did each of these quarterbacks as well. MMCRU, final statistics of the night for the Royals. Jonah Peterson finishes 14 of 31 passing for 3 touchdowns. 8 catches, 89 yards, and a touchdown for Kyler Bork. 3 catches, 50 yards, and a touchdown for Jace Cowling. Michael Peterson, 4 catches, 61 yards, and a touchdown. Brayson Mulder, a catch for 12 yards. Mulder did lead the Royals ground game, 24 carries, 91 yards on the night. Is Peterson with 6 carries for 15 yards. Dawson Pick, 2 carries, 6 yards. Cowling, a carry for 4 yards. And Mason Roberts, 1 carry for 1 yard. This a ball game. Woodbury Central led 28-7 with a minute to go in the second quarter. MMCRU able to score at the end of the first half. Create a couple of turnovers, 3 of them in the second half. Got it to 28-21. Woodbury Central then responded with a Klunder to Monk 14-yard passing touchdown on 4th and 6. Really the difference, 35-21 at that point. The Royals score to make it 35-28 and get stopped in the red zone on 2 different occasions in the last 6 minutes of this one. The last play of the game, a catch from Kyler Bork in the back of the end zone after some discussions between the officials ruling it incomplete, which we speculate that Bork might have been out of bounds and came back in to make the catch, making it illegal if he's the first one to touch it. So that, unfortunately, is how the Royals season ends. 7-3, a successful campaign for MMCRU, resulting in a second-place district finish. Their first playoff appearance, their first playoff win against KPRV last week, and really an opportunity to advance tonight. They gave themselves a chance at the end, just couldn't do it. Woodbury Central ranked second for a reason. The Wildcats advanced to next Friday night's quarterfinal matchup which will be a rematch with Logan Magnolia here next Friday night as Loma beat Akron Westfield in Lamar's. For Tim Holmes and Adam Morris, thank you guys for joining us tonight on Fuller Digital Solutions and 1440 KCHE. We were so happy to be able to bring it to you and bring Royals football to you this season, as well as Woodbury Central here and a fantastic football program they have on a great night of football and a great ball game. Thank you for joining us, and keep following us down the high school playoff path. Have a great evening.